Good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom. Find a seat that's comfortable and friendly, and we're going to begin with Bim Bam, kind of waking up that Shabbat spirit in each of us. We're here with the cantor, Rebecca Mirsky, and the band. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm Rabbi Karen Fox. I'm delighted to be here with you tonight. And some of you may have had bar bat mitzvahs at Wilshire Boulevard Temple or had weddings there or parents who were members. And that's where I've been for many, many years. And I'm glad to be here and see you and know that this community is full of heart and soul. And so please turn to somebody that you don't know and welcome them. Give them a hug, a hello, a welcome. Sounds good. And if you are celebrating a birthday tonight, if you are celebrating your sober birthday tonight, please come forward. You're going to be lighting Shabbat candles. And so Will and Sarah and Joey, please come forward to light Shabbat candles.
אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של השבת.
We are going to begin singing Shalom Aleichem, which is a Hebrew song that acknowledges angels. And some people say, well, do Jewish people believe in angels? And actually, yes, there are angels for healing, Raphael, and angels for exploring the spirituality of life, Michael, and there are angels for strength and asking for strength, and that's Gabriel. And we say, who helps us come into Shabbat? Who helps us welcome everyone in? And that is the angels, the Shabbat angels, and we acknowledge that in the singing of Shalom Aleichem, which means may there be peace unto each person here. We go into Yedid Nefesh, understanding there's a soul, there's a spark in the heart of each one of us. It's the very spark of life itself. And we say that spark, that nefesh is so precious. Enjoy it and see it in other people as well.
Shav harachaman, yedid nefesh av harachaman, mishocha
So on Shabbat at Beit Teshuva, we pass a basket, and then we can start doing that as I talk about Sadaka. And I don't know where the basket is or where it starts, but
They're coming.
it is an act of tzedakah, we say, an act of justice that we rectify community failure and imbalance. Sadaka means a lot more than charity. It means that we pursue what is right in the world and we actually move towards righteousness. And in the process of assisting the distressed, we're helping the community to establish a balance to create a just society. And so that's why we continue to give today from our pocketbook and our hearts. And that is why that we pass a basket tonight to help reestablish the imbalance between those who have and those who have little. There's a folklore that talks about, well, what do parents actually teach their kids about tzedakah? And actually, it's a short Yiddish phrase really need. 4 things. Sag dem emes, speak the truth. Gib tzedakah, give from your pocketbook and your heart. Hab rachmanis, have an open heart. And sei a mensch, become a human being even when there appear few human beings among you. Sei a mensch, step up, step up. So we continue, and I'm going to ask Forrest to come forward.
Hello, everybody. Whoop. Hi. All right. So, my name is Forrest. I'm a very grateful member of this community. And I've been asked to speak a few words on Teshuva. So, we talk a lot about Teshuva here. After all, it is part of our name. We even have a whole group dedicated to this sacred act, which we had just earlier today. But what does it mean? Translated from Hebrew, it usually means repentance, but literally it means to return, as if returning to something you've looked away or strayed from. Can anyone relate to looking away or straying from something? That's what I thought. We all have our things, pieces of ourselves, lies, broken promises, faded relationships, acts of cruelty and resentments that we look the other way from. They leave us bogged down. They manifest in health conditions, bad moods, or drug addiction. If you bury a seed, it will take root, poke a sprout above the ground, and flourish. Some time goes by and surprise, you have a garden, or in my case, a forest. And what did my forest look like? Before I came to Beit Teshuva, my forest was robust with all kinds of towering, gnarled trees swaying in the wind. They bore tough, bitter fruits, which I ate for decades. Weeds would scrape my limbs as I trudged by, leaving me with itchy, oozing rashes. Lecherous, leering beasts with flashing teeth, creeping, clicking insects full of poison just waiting to sting me in my softest spots. Darting around in the shadows were the howling ghosts of discarded lovers, the ghost of my mother sneaking up to haunt me, to overwhelm me. I was so scared to be in that forest, to be that forest. I took so many drugs, and I stayed awake for days to avoid that forest. I moved 40 times in 20 years over 5 states to get out of that forest, and all it did was plant me firmly in the center of it. I was prepared to lay down and die. Then, by the grace of God, I found myself in front of this house of return, calm with the promise of salvation, the promise of Teshuva. I now have been in this house for 94 days. Thank you. And the forest is no longer so dark. Through the act of teshuva, I've been able to chop down some of those trees. The ones that are still standing, the fruit they bear is delicious. I have discovered that some of those beasts are not snarling, but rather they are smiling. Some of those plants bloom gorgeous, fragrant flowers which hold medicinal properties. The insects are buzzing bees and vibrant butterflies, all helping to pollinate. The ghost of my mother is no longer a morbid apparition, but rather a welcoming presence that feels like a warm bath. I walk around this forest in amazement, marveling at the beauty and bounty that lay all around me, deep inside of me. There is no danger here, only love. Thank you.
Thank you, Forrest. And actually, one of the things that Martin Buber said, he was a great theologian, early 20th century theologian, famous for his work called I and Thou. And he said something that you were saying, Forrest. He said, you cannot find redemption until you see the flaws in your own soul. I can't notice anything until I notice myself and ask, what have I said? What have I done? Who have I ignored? Who have I offended? Without introspection, without wondering why, without truly seeing self-centered behaviors, I cannot point to the factors that are causing distance between me and my children, my husband, my students, my community, my soul. Until I come close to myself, I cannot reach God. Behaviors and chemicals get in the way. They keep us far from ourselves, from our essence, from our soul. So Martin Buber, the wise thinker, the teacher of I and Thou experience, encourages us to become closer to God, the source of all, the wellspring of life, the higher power. Buber offers us an opportunity to look into the soul, to look for the flaw, to notice it, discover it, to uncover it. And that is the ancient process of cheshbon hanefesh, the accounting, just like an accountant does, the accounting of one's soul. What is missing? What do I need? Let's take a moment to check in with yourself here and now. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. And what accounting can you do now that leads you to transformation?
So we do Teshuva out loud here. And today I'm going to have people raise their hands, and if they have a burning desire to share, I'm going to limit it to about 6 people today just because we don't want it to go forever. But if you have a teshuva, if you have something or a gratitude, please raise your hand and I will call on you. Thea, why don't you come on up?
Hi, I'm Thea. I'm a grateful member of this community. First, I want to say happy birthday to everybody, to Will and Sarah, of course. I love you. You're my favorite work wife. Don't tell Addie. And happy birthday to Zaza. I don't know where you are, but I hope to see you. I really hope to see you at the talent show because I really miss your stage presence. And I'm also here to make teshuva to the community and also to myself. I think some of you guys know I went to go do a week-long silent retreat. I made it 2.5 days. And thank you. I'm very proud of myself, and I learned a lot. When you're silent and all of a sudden uncomfortable feelings come up, and then your reaction is, oh my God, I have to go call someone so that they can help me. You can't do that. You have to take care of yourself, and you have to practice self-compassion and be there for yourself, and it is uncomfortable. Sheesh. But I had this profound experience of being taken care of, not only by myself, by some energy or something, I'm not sure. And I'm just so grateful to have come into this community, to have met Rabbi Joseph, to have had an opportunity like that, because this Shuva is to my friends, to my family, because when you're running from yourself and you're trying to avoid pain, you know, maybe I'm not shooting up heroin on a daily basis, but what I am doing is I'm trying to work a million jobs, and I'm trying to hang out with my friends 24/7 so that I don't have to sit with myself. And so I'm just so grateful to be a part of this community and have an opportunity to take care of myself. And I think in essence I'll be able to take care of the people around me in a much better and healthier way. So Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, my name's Cameron, and I'm new to this community. Wow, this is magical. I came yesterday after a very bad relapse and a stay at Cry Help Detox, and one of my last days using, I got this bug in my ear to call Teshuva. And I had tried to come here before, and I had a very disorienting intake call in 2018 where pretty much I don't think I made a lot of sense to them, and they passed. Rightfully so, because I wasn't ready, but I just knew that this is where I needed to be somehow. And today I sat in the garden up there and meditated and listened to music and read some of the book of the founder of this place. And this concept of, and this is my gratitude, this concept of the light and dark within me, I'm supposed to be. And yet I get pulled so deeply into my addiction and feel so lost from that identity of perfectionism. And to know that I, obviously can't continue to do drugs, but that I can find the balance between the two, and in doing so be authentic and truthful, and maybe find recovery, like true recovery of my soul, really is just exhilarating. And I'm grateful for this. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Amy. Hi, I'm Amy, grateful community member. So happy birthday to all the birthdays, but on behalf of development, we want to wish a special happy birthday to Sarah. Sarah, who waltzed into our department with her wild, untamed, beautifully compassionate soul, and has just you've been such an asset and such a light in our office, and you are a shining example of what a strong woman in recovery is, and you walk the walk, and we're so grateful to be celebrating you. So.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a grateful member of this community.
And I'm Mackenzie, and I'm a grateful member of this community. We wanted to come up here together for the sake of time, but to just wish the birthdays, happy birthday, Zaza, Sarah, and Will. I wanted to just start by saying that I was trying to figure out what to say to keep it short and sweet, and it's so hard because there's just so much to Will that I just want to talk about. He is like the most youthful person I've met in Beit Shuva, and despite being twice my age, he keeps me feeling like young and alive. And his friendship has been like one of the most helpful things to my recovery, and watching you grow as a person has just been a beautiful experience. So I just want to say thank you for that, and a happy birthday.
And happy birthday to everyone also. Sarah, love you. Joey, so excited to see you. Will, I love you very much. And we talk about it sometimes, but when I think about there's so many people who come here and you get sober and your life gets easier because you're sober. But there's also so much to clean up, you know, and I think that watching you clean things up and holding your head up and not complaining and doing the right thing when it's hard. Not because I think it's really easy to do the right thing when it's easy, but doing the right thing when it's hard is hard. And I've watched you do that so many times, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited that you made it to this day. Congratulations.
We're double dipping, but I'm going to keep it to half. So, because I would like Stella to speak. Hi, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I'm Susie, and I'm a most grateful member of this community. So wonderful to be here and just taking in all of my friends and family's faces and my son Joey's birthday, and been up here for 11 birthdays before, and wanted to say that on this day, as Joey and I share, it's very bittersweet because this is Sammy's, my firstborn son, birthday, but he's not here to celebrate. So we celebrate in his honor, and all of you are a part of that celebration, so it's super special. And, you know, I've just, in my many, many, many years here, taken in such moments of grief and such moments of joy that it's just astounding. And there's no other place that I would have to come and share that with so many beautiful souls. And Sarah, you're one of the most beautiful, and happy birthday to you too. And Joey, keep it up. I love you. And to the other birthday, I'm sorry, Mazel Tov. Thank you. Stella.
Hi, I'm Stella. This is the first time I've been here in a couple years. I haven't been to temple in a while, so it's like really nice to be here with everyone who is a fellow Jew like me. I've been, I guess, searching for like what I define as my higher power, without feeling like a bad Jew, if that makes sense. Like, especially in like recovery, that's something that I've been searching for, is like my definition of my higher power. I am 100 days clean. Thank you. And that has been crazy hard, but crazy awesome, because I've learned how to love again and how to live. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. And how to just like live life again, and that's not something that I've been able to do for so long. Just surrounded by the people that love me, and that's incredible, because when I was using, I couldn't be grateful for any of that. So I'm very, very grateful to be here today. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and thank you for letting me speak.
Okay, let's do one more. Levi.
Hi, I'm Levi. I'm a grateful member of this community. First, I want to say happy birthday to everyone. I also would like to express my gratitude for my mom and dad. Thank you both for standing by me throughout this whole journey. You guys have taught me how to love and care for other people, and I could not have asked for better parents. Thank you.
Okay, last one, burning desire. All the way back there. Yep.
I'm Charles. I'm a grateful member of this community. I have a teshuva / gratitude tonight. First, I want to say happy birthday to Will, Sarah, and Joey Zaza. You guys have been big parts of my recovery. My teshuva is just a general teshuva that I haven't been the greatest since I've come back to Beit Teshuva, and I've been struggling really hard, and my gratitude is that Beit Teshuva has been willing to work with me and give me time, and that's been really helpful. And I got my Kadima recently. I'm going to be leaving in about a month, and I'm excited to see what's next, and yeah, thank you.
Okay, we're going to continue with Mizmor Shir.
All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Mizmor shir le'om haShabbat, tov le'odot Adonai, uzamer le'shimcha elyon, uzamer le'shimcha elyon. Mizmor shir le'om haShabbat, tov le'odot Adonai, uzamer le'shimcha elyon, uzamer le'shimcha elyon. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. עלי עשור מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון.
Now is the time that we call up our new residents. First, I would like Will and Sarah. Sarah, where'd you go? And Zaza, come on up so you can, on my right side, so that you can help welcome in these new members. And we will also call up Cameron, Sala, Wilmo, Ben, and Hannah. this part. May the door of this
house be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
May it all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of this house be narrow enough to shut out pettiness, pride, envy,
And enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this house be Okay, so all of these new members, come on up, come a little closer, all the way up. All the way up. So I'm going to try to face you and look at you, because what you have all done by getting up here on this bima might be one of the most difficult and most courageous things that you could possibly do. And our community is so happy that you are here, and we welcome you. And as anything, we know that it's not easy, and it won't be easy. And it might get bumpy at times, and you might want to jump off the train. But you got to stay on the train. In other words, what you've got to do is you've got to hold on. And that way, you'll make it, and you can ask these three wonderful people who have been on this difficult journey just like you, and we're standing here 4 years ago, 11 years ago, and 1 year ago, just like you were today. So we're going to start, let's start with Cameron. We're gonna all welcome you in by saying, Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you have come, be blessed in the name of the source of life. And you're going to say,
Nalek bior b'shem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hannah, come on up. Okay. Let's say to Hannah, Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech, Beor, Bishem, Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome! And who's Salah? Carl. Come on. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelek Bayor B'Shem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. And Ben, that's you. Okay. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelek Bayor B'Shem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. And you must be Will.
Yes.
Okay. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech beor b'shem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to all of you. Thank you. And ask any of them. Welcome. Ask any of them. They'll help you out. Anyone here will, and we welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I haven't been up here for a really long time, many, many years. There were about 9 years where I was doing Fridays and Saturdays, and Fridays and Saturdays. But this is kind of like the old school Lachadodi, and the point of me bringing this up is that you're invited and encouraged to dance. And so we're going to, hopefully, if you're able to, it really brings up the spirit of Shabbat, and you will be being of service if you dance. Maybe I'll give you a cookie or something later. All right, yes. Everybody rise and turn around and face that way. The door, the back door. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala gam besimcha u'betzola toch emunei am sigula boi kala
Welcome in the Shabbat bride, and we are glad to be here celebrating Shabbat. And we acknowledge at Shabbat, we have the joy that we feel when we come together, and we also have the balance of sometimes the darker side, the things that we're concerned about. And so we ask for prayers of healing. We ask Misha Berach, may the one who blessed our ancestors bless us with healing of body and mind and soul. And if you're online, you can list the names of the people that are those that you're praying for healing of body and mind and soul. And if you are here today wanting to say a blessing for someone in need of healing in their body, in their mind, and in their soul, please just recite their name now. Allison Mayers and Bobby Butchuk. Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah, Yevarech, Virapeh, et Hacholim. Elna, Refana, Elna, Refana, Elna, Refana, Elna, Refana, Mi shebeirach avotenu Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah, Hu yevarech virapeh et often a call and a response are the ancient way that people came together in prayer. Somebody would call out, "Let's pray," and others would say, "We're ready." And that is the call and response that we have in the Jewish tradition of Baruch. We are here to be able to say, we are here to pray together. There's the call, Barchu, that stand up and pray, and we respond with Baruch. And then this response and call is a drawing together of the community. It affirms that we're ready to acknowledge oneness. And that is found in our prayer. That's the Shema. Some of you know the Shema from the time you were children. It is a prayer that is said in the morning and when we wake up and when we go to sleep. Some people say it's almost like a lullaby with saying some of the first sounds a child might make. Shh, Shema. Some people say it is the way that we, as a Jewish community, acknowledge the one, the source of all life, the wellspring of being, the higher power, the creator. So the way we will join in the call and response is with the cantor and the community music and the band, and we will hear the Barchu and participate in that, and then go directly into the Shema following that is the V'ahavta, a statement that says, this is how we show God's love in the world. We do things. We speak about kindness. We reach out to others. We care about our neighbors. And that is all part of the essence of Jewish prayer. We rise for the Barchu. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevor
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
So the Shema is found within the Torah, and we'll take a little time now to have a conversation about this week's Torah message. And frankly, Pinchas is a difficult Torah portion. It's tough in many ways. It's filled with anger, with jealousy, with grief. And I don't know, have you ever sat with a family when the patriarch died and he had no will? Can you imagine what the eldest child might demand? What might the spouse want? What might the 4 siblings require? If they be males, might they claim the Jewish right to inherit? And what if they're young children? Who will argue and advocate for their protection? What if it was a blended family and the siblings would not even sit in the same room? Sitting with that family is and was painful throughout the generations, and that pain is uplifted and normalized in this portion, Pinchas, which is taken from the book of Numbers. Why do you reduce the name of our father from the midst of this family? Give us a permanent holding of land as an inheritance from our father, cried 5 sisters. Those 5 sisters were the daughters of Zelophehad, and they've become synonymous with courageous women throughout the generations. Each of them are actually named in the Bible, and that's unusual in and of itself, that women are named. And they are. And we hear from Malha, Noah, Nogla, Milcah, and Tirzah. Generations later, the sages, the teachers of the Talmud, did not refer to them as champions of equality or avid feminists. Rather, they are called wise women, expounding women, righteous women. Why did the rabbis acknowledge these 5 as strategic women? From a society in which women were not seen or heard in public, the Bible records that those 5 women stood at the entrance to the sacred tent of meeting where moments of spirituality occurred. Additionally, those 5 women stood before the authorities, before Moses, before Eleazar the Kohen, before the elders and the entire congregation of Israel. Then they succinctly and directly ask for what they wanted. They asked for the inheritance rights to their father's land. These women were not enraged by the potential injustice, nor are they crying hysterically or calling for new leadership. They appear calm. They focus on an injustice being perpetrated against their father, not against themselves. Their father's name is somehow being lessened, being reduced, and he's barely in the grave. Neither are they threatening the system of inheritance. They simply want to inherit what was their father's. And they're not in opposition to Moses or a member of a rebellious faction like we learned last week with Korah. So the 5 women take their plea directly to Moses. Midrash tells us that Moses considered their words. Moses actually seemed stunned silent, knowing this is a hot button issue. Some women know that in the ancient Near East, occasionally women did inherit when there were no sons. Although the daughters of Zelophehad pleaded only for themselves, perhaps Moses is wondering, will more women feel cheated and protest in this fashion? The elders say nothing, also stunned. The case then goes directly to God. God answers quickly and directly. God asserts that the daughters of Zelophehad are right. Give them their share of the inheritance in honor of their father's memory. And the ramifications? Yes, all women can inherit from that time forward when there is no son. This one case from the ancient Torah is extraordinary. Yes, the daughters of Zelophehad asserted a great innovation on behalf of women's rights to inherit. The rabbis of the Talmud understood this legacy and praised the daughters of Zelophehad for being wise, learned, and righteous in advancing their issue. They strategically opened one avenue for women's involvement in family law. Judaism is an evolving tradition, opening up opportunity for formerly disenfranchised people to become part of the whole. This lesson speaks through time, still teaching that Jewish law has the flexibility to expand and embrace women, LGBTQ people, and people choosing to become Jewish by giving us more rights and responsibilities, and therefore a fairer share of a common legacy. May the courage and compassion of those 5 biblical women be ours as we uplift their words and advocate for social and personal concerns which benefit individuals and society. Shabbat Shalom.
I just want to quickly introduce this next prayer, only because it's a version of it that I wrote, and it became, the Hashkivenu prayer became my favorite prayer, because what it asks us to do is sometimes difficult. Does anyone here have trouble falling asleep or going to sleep? Does anyone struggle to wake up and feel purposeful and want to start their day? So this prayer really asks God and ask our higher power, please let me go to sleep peacefully, without anxiety, without turmoil, and then let me wake up and want to live my day. And that seems simple, but I certainly have had to ask God for help with that. And so if you need help with that, and you don't have, trazodone or Seroquel or something like that, you might want to just use the prayer to help you get to sleep, and in a natural homeopathic kind of way. But seriously, this is one of my favorite, most beautiful prayers that I actually utilize. And we can use prayer in our daily lives, and it is relevant to our daily lives if we really understand them. And so this is my version of the Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu leShalom, v'ha'amidenu malkeinu lechaim, ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, v'taknenu be'etza tova milfanecha. Let us lie down in peace. Help us wake up with life. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. You're going to sing on shelter us. Light in the darkness that seems to find us. Heal the hunger in our hearts that binds us. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Here we go. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Erase the anger upon our faces. Blanket us in your good graces. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Remove our hands from the sword of sorrow. Make us grateful for tomorrow. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. One more time. Shelter us, oh, shelter us, shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu leShalom, v'ha'amidenu malkeinu lechaim. Oh, this is exciting. We have birthdays now, and the first person I am going to call is Will M for 1 year.
To say, so I wrote something here. So when I got to Beit Teshuva between the many groups, I was the guy who was chilling on the couches outside, always mingling, playing ping pong, chess, or whatever else was going on whenever there was free time. Always thinking I couldn't wait till I completed the initial phase and had more freedom and less groups. But then life grabbed me by the balls and yanked me in 10 directions. I started working and still had to go to groups. The ones that were cut from my daily were replaced with the responsibilities of life, like getting a job and trying to save the little money I was making, getting up at 5 in the morning to stand in the rain on construction sites, pumping water, the bottom of the totem pole. I get back from work covered in mud, then have to sit and talk to my therapist about my feelings. Like, I'm feeling like I barely have enough time to shower, and of course, more groups, then back to bed and at it again the next day, thinking, yay, I'm doing it. Like, you know, and are you fucking kidding me? But time went by, and I moved on from the shitty job to school where I was getting up even earlier. We'd start off our day by running a mile and doing a bunch of cardio at 5:30 in the morning. Even though it was hard, it was better because I was learning and broke away from the monotonous dead-end job I was at. I graduated that construction cohort class and immediately landed a job learning electrical. As all this was taking place, I knew I was moving forward, but at the same time, the stress of life was there. Trying to find a place to live, not making great money, and starting over at the age of 42. It was with these thoughts that I'd have to take a time out and check myself because my life is also amazing today. I'm fortunate enough to have shown my family that I'm doing something different and have an opportunity in reestablishing a relationship after so many years of drug use, prison, and immaturity. I took my family for granted for so long. There's no words to describe the heartache I feel for missing so much, the regrets of throwing my life away and disregarding all that was important, realizing the life I could have had and the life my mom so desperately wanted for me haunts me more than anything, but I believe that she knows where I'm at today and hope it brings her peace. My life today is realizing that when I get depressed, I'm living too much in the past. When I'm stressing, it's me future tripping. But when I live in the now, I'm grateful for what I have today. I'm grateful that I've woke up from my distorted thoughts. I'm grateful that I have such a loving and beautiful family. I'm grateful that I'm no longer pumping water at construction sites as their bitch boy. Today I have an awesome boss that's doing what no other electrician would do, which is take the time to teach me all the basics, when he could easily hire someone with more experience and not have to deal with the headache. He's even provided an opportunity for me to take courses on my free time and is supportive in helping me through this journey of recovery. I'm grateful that Sarah and I get to look for a place of our own, which has turned out to be difficult and stressful, but also realize it's a step in the right direction. This whole staying clean thing is a pain and hard, but it gets easier. When things do get hard, I focus on the fact that today I feel good about myself. Today I feel good about myself, about my decisions, and working through life's struggles with integrity and a sense of what feels right within. I'm grateful that I've met so many amazing people here at Beit Teshuva, bound by similar struggles that genuinely care about each other. The love and support is like no other. I'm grateful for Carrie Newman for reading all my 40-plus letters I sent over the years of incarceration. I'm grateful for all of the alternative sentencing team and the fact that I'm discharging parole this week after multiple discharging parole after multiple terms of over 16 years in prison. I'm grateful for my counselor, Jamie, who has helped me in the toughest of times, and all those that keep this place as amazing as it is, like Russell and Lisa as well. I'm grateful to have met not only my girlfriend, but also best friend, Sarah. She's not only been a huge support, but has also taught me so much in the way I view life, especially when it comes to things I thought I had figured out. I'm grateful for my family, my sister who stuck by me and been there for me no matter what, along with her two amazing boys. I'm grateful for my brother-in-law who's always checking in on me. I'm grateful for my dad, who's actually real fed up, but look at me, who can blame him? Yeah, I still get caught up in future tripping, stressing, and the depression of yesterday, but when I rein it all in, I'm most of all grateful for today. I owe a lot of that to Beit Teshuva and the community sitting here tonight. If you're new and you don't feel good, you're doing great. Healing doesn't always feel good. What helped me is realizing that sobriety doesn't have as much to do with drugs, but more of a recovery of soundness of mind, body, and soul. A recovery and soundness of mind, body, and soul. Thank you.
come back. Will, you are gifted with this beautiful necklace. It means crown, Tiferet, which means crown, and you have earned it. So please wear that with pride. Yes. Sarah, for 4 years.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I am a grateful member of this community. Hi, Sarah. Okay. Happy birthday to Will and to Zaza. You guys are amazing, and it's been really amazing to see Will's progress this year and the mountains he's climbed and where he is. And I think it's worth it, you know? It's worth it to stick around and see people like Will, you know, achieve what they achieved. Okay, I'm nervous, so. There is no faith without fear, and there is no faith without courage. That is Heschel, but more importantly, Rabbi Carrie. She couldn't be here tonight. But she was telling me that on the phone. That was like her shuva to me on the phone. And I said, wait, I need to write this down because that's what she taught me. She taught me about faith. And she taught me that I've always had the courage inside of me, even though I thought I didn't. And, you know, I wouldn't be standing here and I wouldn't be the woman that I'm being today without Rabbi Carrie and her guidance. Of course, I'm grateful for my family and my friends. I think I've given you guys a few gratitudes over the years. My sister, I love you. But I have a big gratitude for my best friend who came through this program about 16 or 17 years ago and changed her life. She came from jail just like I did. She didn't expect to stay clean and sober, yet she did. She stuck it out with me all these years, 13, 14, 15 years, 16 years, that I continued to be out there and use. She was there when I had my babies, and she encouraged me to be a better person. And I always thought in my head, if this person, her daughter's here, so I won't say it, but if this person can stay clean, so can I. Like, because she's the craziest I've ever met. She's a real one, and her name is Shannon, and I love you so much. Of course, I have gratitude for my coworkers and people that have become my family and best friends. All of the residents, people I went through the house with, and people, my tribe, because I sat there in those seats and I would hear people take their cakes and I would think, is that ever going to be me? Am I ever going to have a tribe? Am I ever going to have friends that I'm trudging this road with? And I do, and I'm here 4 years later. I have one last gratitude to make, and a sort of shuva, and that is to Natalie and Sarah, Rosanna and George. I love you, and I take this 4-year cake in your honor. I am grateful for you all. You took my kids as your own. When you tell me how kind and how smart and beautiful my children are, it fills me with the kind of joy that I never thought that I could have sober. And I sit here and I stand here and I keep being sober because I have faith, and I have faith that one day that my children will be in my life, and I don't know in what capacity that looks like, but that I'll be here and I'll be a sober woman and I'll be waiting for them. So, thank you.
because it is a word that means beauty, and you are beautiful inside and out. This whole community is so grateful for you, Sarah, and your kindness, your warmth, and your grace. And I just want to say happy birthday to you. Oh, Zaza! 11 years. Come on up, please.
Thank you, Sarah. I knew you'd get a bigger applause than I would.
Compare and despair.
You're right. And what a despair it is. Wow, I'm feeling very surreal right now. Not just the fact that it's my birthday, but the fact they let me back in the fucking building. Sorry, Mom. I promised you I wouldn't curse. This has been a very surreal year for me. I've lost at least 6, 7, 8 friends in 1 month, all in March, and one of them was my very best friend, Matt Brzezinski. So I'd like to dedicate this year, my birthday and birthday cake to him, and I just want to say how grateful I am to be here right now and tonight, and thank you, Mom, you're my hero, and Kat, David, Bob, Stella, first from Matt, thank you for, it's like my mom said, it's surreal in so many ways. It's very difficult and hard for me to be here, to stand here right now because of my late brother Sammy's birthday, along with losing all those my best friends and beautiful people and souls I've lost. But I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate it.
I can't do it. That's why it's better.
I'm stiff-necked.
You're a stiff-necked people.
Stiff-necked.
Okay, well, the word that he has is wisdom, and of course, with 11 years, you must have a lot of that and a lot to offer people.
It's an individualized program.
It's an yes, it certainly is. But we're really proud of you, and so happy to see you tonight.
Thank you.
And happy birthday.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh,
Good job.
Thank you.
Wow. Good fingers. Happy birthday.
So,
Thank you. And so now we're going to come on, everybody who has a birthday, we're going to sing happy birthday to you, and whoever is giving you your cakes and your family and whoever wants to give you a cake, please come on up to the front.
Wait till everybody gets up here. Where's Sarah?
oh, beautiful. Wow.
One, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Will, Sarah, and Joey Zaza. Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back sober.
We're going to be continuing with Oseh Shalom, asking God to bring peace into our world and into our homes and into our hearts. We're just asking for peace.
We started?
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom.
wonderful cantor. That's really something in this band. Wow, you guys are great. We're coming towards the end of our service to the last few prayers, and we, in a moment, will rise for Aleinu. It's a prayer that says, it's on us. It's on us to change the world. It's on us to make the world a better place for us individually and for others in our community and for those we know and those we know and don't know. It's on us. Aleinu, please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated.
Please be seated.
In a moment, we're going to be continuing with the Kaddish. And for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't yet know, Kaddish is a prayer that is really beyond the words that are written. It is the anchor of Jewish people, and many times in places remembering those who have gone before us, who paved the way, who created our homes, who allowed us the life we have. And so it is our tradition to recite Kaddish for those in the community. I'll first read the Kaddish list that is part of the community Kaddish list, and then the yard sites, the year anniversaries. If a name of your family or friend or loved one is called, please rise. And then we will also ask for other names that might not be on the list. So today we are remembering, and we send condolences to Doug and Marcia Mankoff and their family on the passing of Doug's father, Ron Mankoff. Zichrono livracha, may his memory be a blessing. We also recall Eleanor Gasway, Zev Ben Shmuel Yaakov, Erwin Belsky, Clayton Leanne Cochran, Melvin Nimoy, Simcha Farkas, Laura Avina, Leslie Barnett, Phyllis Siegel, Dennis Sherman, Jennifer Weller, Boris Katrick, Howard Sutton, Malcolm Jack III, Wayne Kahn, Myron Keene, Michelle Rosenblum, Nahum Chirilin, Marvin Jones, Salvo Mayo, Austin Long, Adam Rich, Maxwell Collins, Roberto Alonso, Alan A.J. Lamoureux, Larry Schwartz, Norma Scalar, Darren Fond, Lucas Simon Foster, Paul Rovin, Mark Gottesman, Marco Mayo, Vladimir Wolf-Pessin, Tyler Wright, Suzanne Good, Michael Tierpak, Zachary El-Hatib, Menachem Bennett, Matthew Brzezinski, Hannah Weller, Daniel Engel, Gloria Boraz, Shayna Michelle Akin, Jerry Glasser, Sarah Abergel, Ben Scher, Jay Gagerman, Ronald Mankoff. The yard sites that we recall today, which are the year anniversaries, are Leon Mozinski, please rise again if your family name is called, or family, a loved one. Leon Mozinski, Nair Dardashti, Jane Fleming, Leonard Goldman, David Goldenberg, Victor Glassman, Samuel Spitz, Bud Hoyman, David Salzman, Edward Astrin, Robert Siegel, Aaron Ben-Devora, Elliot Feingold, Lana Cohen, Joan Katz, Hal Margolis, Daniel Rosen, Al Greenberg, Rose Schiffer, Mordechai Sass Portas, Sarah Ross, David Stanley, Herman Samov, Michael Camras, and Alan Gardner. If you would like to, if you are online, to put your loved one's name in the chat, please do. And are there any other names to be added to the Kaddish list? Please rise, and I'll move my hand through the congregation, and please call their name forward. We take all their names into our hearts as our own, and it is a tradition among Jews and among Beit Teshuva that no one stands alone in mourning in this holy community. Please rise to join the mourners if that is your custom, and we'll join together in the Kaddish. The words of the Kaddish are on the screen, and we join together. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah B'alma Tivrak Hirute V'amlich Malchute B'chayachon V'yom Echon Uv'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'galav V'zman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivarach Le'olam U'me'ol Maya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yithadar V'yitale V'yitalal Shmei De'Kudusha Brechu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tush Bechata V'nechemata Dam Biran Bi'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imramav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. May God, who makes peace in the heavens, bring peace into our homes and into our hearts, and together we say, Amen.
Before we call up Jesse to do some announcements for us, I just want to express my gratitude to Rabbi Karen Fox. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your guidance and your wisdom and your wonderful words and your welcoming presence, and we hope that you'll come back sometime soon. And
thank you. It's great to be here with you and with you all.
And thank you to the band as well, and everyone. Thank you for the band was amazing tonight, and as always. And then thank you for everybody who did sound for us. And we just have an amazing group of talented people here, and I'm as always grateful to be a part of this community too. And Jesse, come on up.
By popular demand. Hi, I'm Jesse. I'm a grateful member of this community. Hi, guys. Oh, I should take out my notes this time. Okay. First and foremost, I wanna give a. So I didn't come up here before for the Teshuvas because I knew you guys were gonna hand me the mic later in the night. So I want to give a big gratitude to Sarah Jacobs. I love you so much. You know, I probably work with Sarah more than I work with anyone, and I am so happy for that. You're an incredible person. You made me cry back there. I hate you for that. And I just love you to death, and it's been incredible to watch you grow over these 4 years. That's it. I'll keep it short. And really, let's give a round of applause. Let's keep that going for all the birthdays. So we got Will for 1 year, we got Sarah for 4, and we got Joey for 11 years. I didn't even know 11 years was possible. Incredible. Incredible, Joey. And of course, thanks to Rabbi Karen Falk for being here, just like there she is. I think we should name each of the people that helped us, right? We had Ted on the drums, Ted on the bass, Patrick on the drums, David on guitar, Laura on the keys. Of course, thank you, Cantor Rebecca, for sitting in with us tonight. In the back, we got Mickey, we got Miles, we got Jonah, we got Dylan and Jeff in the studio. You never see the guys in the studio, but they're helping us a lot. And of course, I'm back there, but who cares about him? All right, let's get on with the actual announcements. Oh, yes. And I want to thank, thank you, Sarah. And I want to thank Amy and Ramondo, who really are the glue that put everything here together. They're doing everything behind the scenes. We love them to death. The development team is incredible. The high holidays, everybody. That's right. The season is upon us. It's finally happening. It is, as described to me, the Super Bowl of Shabbats. It is, that's what they tell me. It is the most important Jewish holiday. You can sign up for membership right now to go to beitteshuva.org/HH or contact birthday girl Sarah. The Beit Teshuva choir. You can still join the Beit Teshuva choir. Wednesday, July 12th, they start rehearsing for the high holidays. They're a big part of the high holidays. I don't know if you guys have ever been, but they're a big part of the high holidays. And you guys want to be there to hear them all sing. Beit Teshuva. If you have not tried Beit Teshuva, I don't think you've ever tried challah before, honestly. It's being sold back there still. We sold out. It sucks for you, or I would say that if you weren't going to get a piece at the end of tonight. And of course, we'll be selling it next week and every week to follow. So go to beitteshuva.com to buy your challah and get it early. Or order your challah. Order your challah. Sorry. So order your challah. Not early. You'll get it. You'll get it on the day. But you'll get premier access. Or you can come and get it right when you walk in the door. What do you got? Oh, the Beit Teshuva open. Monday, October 23rd. That would have already happened, wouldn't it? You missed it. Monday, October 23rd, we're having a golf tournament. How many rehabs you guys don't have golf tournaments? Wild. We're having a golf tournament to raise money for Beit Teshuva. You can sign up right now at beitteshuva.org/ this might be complicated, golf. beitteshuva.org/golf. You can sign up and register and play golf and raise money for Beit Teshuva with every stroke. So Beit Teshuva, it's on social media. You can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, all of them. All of the things that your kids are into, that we're into, we're not tweeting. We're doing everything. So follow us on social media to find out everything that's happening at Beit Teshuva right while it happens. So sponsors are what makes tonight possible. What makes every Shabbat possible. So we want to thank tonight's sponsors. With all my love and mazel tov on your 11th sober birthday, dear Joey. With the love and mazel tov to dear Sarah, and an enduring memory of Matthew Brzezinski, Susie Schneider. Thank you, Susie. Appreciate it. Heidi and Bob Bendenson, Annie and Sausten Bergman, and Paul Bergman. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys to no end. Gloria and Robert Spitz, in memory of Sam Spitz. They're across the country. In celebration of Sarah Jacobs' 4-year cake, love, Lynn Shapiro. Thank you, Lynn. We appreciate it so much. So, we could use a couple more Shabbat sponsors. If anybody is willing to sponsor Shabbat, we could use a couple more. Does anybody feel like they would like to sponsor the Shabbat? Get this week sponsored, and maybe even get next week sponsored. Ooh, right? Oh, we got one in the back? Yeah? All right, we got one Shabbat sponsor. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else? What? Someone else back there? Hey, we got 2. Thank you guys so much. This is really what makes Shabbat happen. Without this, we could be doing nothing. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll hand the mic back to people who are more qualified. Thank you.
No, we're going to do another song and then Kaddish.
May the words.
All right.
May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart, may the words of my mouth be acceptable, oh Lord. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable, oh Lord, my rock and my redeemer. David. Well, may the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart, may the words of my mouth be acceptable, oh Lord. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable, oh Lord, my rock. What'd you say? My rock and my
Everybody, please rise for the Kaddish.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen.
And let's do the motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbos, everybody. Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom.